Did you see the advert for Looking for Love? I want to try and find a wealthy lady. I don't care about age. Age doesn't matter to me. I don't care about the age. I just really want one that has moolah, money, because, you know, I'm sick of being poor. I still owe Scotty $3,000 on the 5127. And, you know, I would just like to, you know, have a bit more money in the pocket. That's what I would like to do. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to go live. Go live? Go live now? When do you want to go live? You don't want to go live? 3, 2, 1. Hey guys! Archie Luxury on the channel. How are you? How are you today? Whew! What can I say? What can I say indeed there? I don't know what to say. I'm just sending the invite out to the boys. Especially that blue shirt Buddha. He's been a great help. I've been having a lot of fun with him. I gotta tell you guys, I gotta tell you, I gotta tell you, man, it's pretty damn tough. It's very tough, very tough, very tough. What can I say? Indeed, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say indeed. I gotta be honest with you. Things are, it's a very tough world that we live in. The Pontiff has found it hard. I found it very hard. This COVID situation is difficult. I've just decided to do a bit of advertising. Maybe the secret to happiness for me is to find a wealthy older wench. Wealthy older. Preferably Asian, because I know how to sell myself to them, you know. Other ones, I'm not so good, see. This is the problem, see. I know my shtick. I know how to plant my stick with these wenches, you know. I kind of, you know, so that's the whole point there. I would love to get some Rolex, but I gotta be honest with you. What I want is, I'd like to get the Deep Sea Explorer 2. I want to get the stinkers, the white dial milk house. That's what I'd like to have. That is what I'd like to have, guys. Mr. C! Mr. C, welcome to the madness. And that's not the only one there. Let's go back. Let's go back. Back the truck up. Bostock Country Club. $2. Oxley State High, guys. And we've got Jerry Jadak. 500. CZK. Say my name. Jerry Zaznak. Karaka. Hello, blue shirt. What's going on, man?
Hello, Pontiff.
Hey, I've made the vid. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I made the vid. I made a mistake selling off my Rolex. I've admitted it now, okay?
Okay. Fair enough.
I made the vid. I made the vid and told the truth to the audience. I've told them the truth. I was an idiot.
All right. Well, you know what? Speaking of mistakes, last night when we were talking about the old geezer's watch apprentice, and Chris
Yes.
Watches and Giggles is a contestant. You know who's also
Yes.
a contestant on that?
Who's that?
Archie superfan and disciple, Austin Daniels.
Yeah, I love Austin Daniels.
Austin is the best.
I love Austin. He's very cool, man. Austin, I can't say anything against Austin there.
No. So we got 2 followers of the Pontiff in this contest.
Yes. Austin. Now, my video on the Paul Pluta channel, Bad Choices, selling Rolex Steel Sports to buy dress watches. And I've also done another video, Looking for Love. I want an older Asian lady with money.
Yeah, that one I saw.
What did you think?
Good luck to you.
Is that wrong to put it out there in the universe? What do I want in life?
And as far as you're concerned, no.
I don't want to be micromanaged by some bitch, do I?
No, certainly not. Certainly not. Hey, and you what were you offering a finder's fee to one of the punters out there? So who knows?
Yeah. You know, I mean, hey, you never know your luck in the big city.
Exactly.
And anyhow, we'll see how it goes there. Tell me this, Blue Shirt. I've been a little bit down. The whole world is collapsing. Do you get sustenance in your watches? Do they make you happy when you had a shit day?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What do you do? Do you wear a watch to cheer you up, or do you come back and look at it? What's the modus operandi?
Well, I mean, I start out wearing one, and then if I've had a rough day or something, and I'll switch it up. I'll put another one on that I haven't worn in a while.
Yeah.
So that always works.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I got a few problems myself. Okay.
No.
Can
Black
I
dog
tell
of
you
depression?
what happened or not?
Sure.
Nah, forget that, baby.
Okay.
I sent that bitch to the pound. No, I got a more serious problem.
Super chat.
Okay, here we go here. Michael M, $5. Premier Andrews appears to be one man in Australia who is less employable than you. Thank you. We've got some very draconian laws here. No, I tell you my problem, okay? So, basically, I'm living in the house, and I've agreed to do some repairs.
All right.
I don't pay rent as such, but I've got to do some repairs. And okay, so one of the repairs I did was I got synthetic carpet.
Right.
Okay. Now, the problem is, quality synthetic carpet is expensive.
Yeah.
So I went to a rent-to-buy carpet place.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh.
You know, like they give you a interest-free 6-month interest. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And you end up paying 3 times the amount. Yeah, I got you.
If you don't pay it off in time.
Yeah.
So suddenly it's dawned on me that I've got to actually find a bit of money.
Right.
So that's why I've decided to ramp up the looking for a lady with money.
Mm-hmm. Because you can't refinance the car because you did that already for the solar.
Yeah, and the car's looking a bit old as well.
Right.
And can I tell you something if you don't think I've been a bit too decadent?
Nah, sure. Nobody's watching. Doesn't matter.
Okay. I want to show you something. Okay, so this is the studio. The studio is starting to get cleaned up. Okay, it's actually got some space on the floor.
Wow,
here,
look at that.
right?
There's actually floor space there.
Okay. The other thing I want to show you is, which is really naughty. I've gone and bought luxury curtains for the studio.
How about for the kids' bedroom?
Have a look at this.
Very nice. Very nice.
What do you think?
It'd be better in the house, but we'll take it for the studio.
I've got to get these. The hem needs to be taken up. They're a little bit long. They're a bit longer than the. Naturally they're not perfect, right?
Right.
Because you remember those ones I had with the hole in them? The brown.
Yes.
They were brown like this. They were Mission. They were brownie. 1970s, 1980s. So I've got new blue curtains. So that also came from the same place that did the rent to buy on the carpet. Okay. So I kind of.
You need to put this into high gear, Pontiff. This search for a lady.
Yeah, that's what I put the ad on the Archie Luxury channel,
yeah.
and I put
Pipers
the
are going to
ad on
need to be paid.
Yeah. So I mean, the good news is I got until February to find the money. The bad news is the interest rate is 26.4%.
Oh. Super chats.
Itchy Bod NYX $5. Arch, my friend said happiness is a healthy mind, a healthy body, and home full of love. Explain to him that it's material goods and living on credit.
Exactly.
Look, I've got to be honest with you. You know, it hurts me a lot there, is that things have really worked out in my life, okay? Vostok Country Club, $2. Maserati blue curtains. Yes.
Nice.
So, I gotta be honest with you there. These curtains. How do I put this? Look. I want to get a handyman in. I don't know. Should I cut the curtains? Or should I raise the bar that the curtain rod's on? Should I raise the curtain rod? What would you do?
I would probably hem the curtains.
Oh, you would hem the curtains?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mark Goldberg, the world's greatest dog trainer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. Blue Shirt Buddha and the Pontiff.
Hello, Mark.
Marky.
Good to see you.
I've made a video there. I've confessed it was dumb to sell Rolex to buy dress watches.
Rolex.
I really would like to go back in time, a time machine. I could undo stupid decisions.
Well, we went over the your perfect collection the other night when you had the Bluesy and the Maserati blue Daytona and Explorer 2 and the El Primo.
Zenith. Yeah.
Yep. That was perfect.
What more could you want?
Exactly.
That's what goes wrong in this world, you know?
Well, you know, you were under this.
Can't you sell?
No.
Yeah, that's a no-go. That's a no-go, Mark. Yeah.
No, it cannot sell nothing. I was offered a swap. Tell me what you think of this. I was offered, you know, my 5127. I was offered to sell that, swap that for a Lange 1815 dress watch, 36 mil, plus some cash.
Super chat.
No, that's a lateral move. No, it's a down.
5,000 cash. Aussie. Jamie White, $5. Tudor Blue Bay at retail, or Rolex Air King 200 below.
Rolex.
Get the Rolex. Get the Rolex,
please.
man. Forget the Tudor Black Bay. Forget that garbage. Get Rolex. And we got ABC, man. How are you?
You know,
I'm good. How are you, gents?
Hey, ABC.
I've made the video. I've done some dumb things. Selling Steel Sports Rolex to buy dress watches was not the smartest thing I've done.
What's the offer on the 527 you received?
Sorry?
What's the offer on the 5127 that you
received? A yellow
received?
gold Lange 1815 36 mil plus 5,000 Aussie.
Well,
It's
you
a little
pay
small.
5,000 Aussie on top.
No, he pays me 5,000 and gives me the Lange 36 mil.
That's a lateral move. You're going from a girl-sized paddock to a girl-sized Lange.
Exactly, and at least the paddock.
Well,
is a
the paddock's
and a Lange
37.
is a
The
Lange.
paddock's 37 mil. To be honest with you, it's
That's
a
still
butch
girl
girl.
size.
It's a butch girl. It's a butch
There you
girl.
go. There you go. Super chat.
Matters. Size matters, gentlemen. Size matters.
Here we go. The Londoner, £2. £2 from the Londoner. Arch, perfect 5-piece Rolex only collection. Well, I can tell you exactly. You would want some sort of diver. So I would just go Submariner, no date. Okay? Simple diver.
All right.
You want a GMT function watch. I reckon the Explorer 2 Polar is the sweet spot.
That's
You
2.
would want some sort of chronograph, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say, look, you've got to say a Daytona, but I would say the best bang per buck Daytona would be a gold Daytona on a leather strap, because that's the same money as a Panda, you know, with looking at value.
That's 3.
A third Rolex, we need some sort of dress watch, right? And I would say, oh, that's beautiful, Mark.
Yeah,
I
that
would
is
say
gorgeous.
Datejust,
Lovely
fluted
watch, Mark.
bezel, blue dial.
Nice. Last
And
one.
last but not least, last in this here, I'd throw in an Air King just to be different.
There you go. Very nice.
5 pieces, good buying. They're not all hotties. Like they're actually good value.
Combo meal deal.
Combo meal deal. Itchy Bud NYX $2. Best investment, rent to own furnishings or paddocks.
That's a cruel
chat.
cut right there. That's a cruel cut.
Super chat. Peter Kominski. £5. You can drive Mercedes taxi and meet your new love this way. Dumbo, go out to people.
Nice watch, Mark. Wear it in good health.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Mark, that is a superb. Here we go, Mr.
C.
That should be
$2.
a new avatar as well, actually.
Mark Clive said, "Don't rub that mug." The mug.
I can't. I'm not in a position to rub the mug right now.
No,
but
it's
Clive,
okay. Hey, we like to have you on there. I got to tell you, Marky, you're looking happy. You love that subby. Have you taken it in water yet?
Yes, I have. I showered with it just the other day.
See, I don't like showering with it because it leaves a gunk in it, you know?
Really? What kind of water do you have there? What kind of...
Do you, like, it leaves the sweat
The
and
soap,
soap
isn't
there.
it?
You got to take it off. You can't just shower with it on. You got to take it off and clean it up a bit, and you got to dry it before you put it on.
I've been doing it wrong the last 5 years. Everything's fine with it. It's okay. I've got good, clean, artesian well water here. No problem.
Nice.
No, but it's
But
the
the
soap
soap?
that gets stuck underneath there. You want to take it off your wrist to clean it when you're in the shower.
Yeah, okay.
No, you don't do that?
Well, what I do is I get water under, around, and in it. But if you take your watch off in the bathroom, you are going to drop it, and you're going to pull a Jim. Jim dropped a Rolex and shattered it, the Explorer, shattered it on the hard porcelain tile. Never remove a watch in the bathroom, gentlemen. Never.
Archie, you missed the super chat at 7:47. Vostok Country Club.
Oh, Vostok Country Club. Beg Stream Remorse, $2. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and thank you, Blue Shirt, for keeping an eye on that. We got to keep it. Out. Well water is actually the worst. Dan Tillerman. There we go.
You know, it's a Rolex, for God's sakes, people. It's made to go 300 meters under corrosive ocean water. It will survive your shower. It's not really great, I don't think, to put them into a hot tub for any length of time because, you heat them up to 120 degrees or whatever.
Right.
Eventually you might degrade your seals or change the property of your oil. But
Correct.
a normal shower is not going to hurt a Rolex, for God's sakes.
If you've been doing it for years and you haven't had a problem, then I don't think you should be having anything to worry about.
Nobody ever had a problem. That's like asking if you're allowed to get your Rolex wet. Pretty sure you can.
Exactly.
You know the
The
only thing you
London-
can't do with a Rolex, ABC?
Super
The
chat.
only thing you can't do with a Rolex is you can't leave the door unlocked. That's the only thing you can't do.
And drive a tractor
Ooh.
over it.
Or drive a tractor.
£2. Mark, what is your current state of the collection and what is to come?
I am slashing, burning, and selling. Slash, burn, sell. I have way too much. I'm selling off a ton of watches. I just got this Submariner.
Did you sell any on this channel?
I did. I sold. Yes, thank you. I did. Your commission is in the mail. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Don't cash the check, but it's post dated. I sold the Explorer 2 to a gentleman named Anthony. He'll have it Monday, I think.
Anthony.
And and then a bunch of other punters are being a pain in the ass by email, but not to worry. I'll get them all sorted out. Now, you know who I sold a couple watches to for like really great prices? Very, very happy with. I'm very happy with David SW. He treated me very well. Pleasure. What a pleasure to deal with them.
He is
there
very
you go,
cool
fellas.
Guy. Look, I got to tell you guys, seriously, Marky, I'm so happy that you're buying things that make you happy. You bought beautiful dream Rolexes, and it's because the Rolex market is so strong. You needed to sell your other ones to pay for the new ones, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah. I made money on everything, but the problem is the stuff I want is pricey. So,
how many decent watches are you down to now? Tell me this.
Okay, so I had hold on. Like decent? Well, I sold off the Sky Dweller, the Batman, and the Polar Explorer. Okay, so that leaves me with 7.
Okay.
8. I don't know. Listen, I have the Yachtmaster. I'm gonna hold on to that for a while. We'll see if I keep it forever. But it's made the cut so far. But I still have a couple pre-ceramic subs to sell. But I have some really nice stuff. I have this gold sub, I have a Hulk sub, and I have a black ceramic sub. I want to get a Kermit, and that'll be 4 subs. But I love.
You mean new Kermit? You mean new Kermit or vintage Kermit?
Cermit.
New Kermit. New Kermit because the Cermit. I don't really like aluminum bezels.
$10.
$10, Malik Diamond. Where is the Arch Luxury merchandise? Someone in the WhatsApp group had a shirt. Can I tell you something? Can we make a deal? 5-piece meal combo, rubber shitter, rub the mug shirt ideas. Make them. Okay.
Yeah,
thank you,
unfortunately, Malik, that involves some effort, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, what happened to the shirts? You did have shirts. Do you still have shirts?
Yeah, they never were great sellers, but there are some available. I'll get the link, okay?
Because now they're like collector's items, and
yeah, they were very
we might be able.
to,
Let's move some shirts, people.
I got to tell you, Mark. What are you looking at next? What big ticket item is next?
He just got a big ticket item.
Yeah,
but he said he wants to buy something else. He wants to sell a few more and get
true.
something.
I do, and that's why I'm slashing and burning and selling, because I don't want to invest new dollars. I want to just recycle the money. So what else do I want? I want a Daytona in steel, and then
ceramic, of course. Ceramic.
Yes, bingo, correct.
Big money. Wouldn't you be better off getting a gold Daytona, like on a leather strap?
Well, no, because I'm on the wait list for retail for MSRP. You know this? Okay, and so MSRP they're what, like about 13. So they're well worth their purchase price. You buy them on the used market, the secondary market, the gray market, they're like 25 now, right?
Yeah.
25, 26. It's crazy.
Crazy money.
Mark, do you still have the Bluesy? Or did you sell that?
Yeah, the pre-ceramic Bluesy, I still have it. Yeah.
If you sell that, will you include the mug?
No, the mug is priceless. It turns out that Clyde has a mug of his own, and if he rubs his own mug, he can appear on the show at will. But I feel like that's like crockery abuse, molestation. If he abuses his own mug,
self-abuse.
Exactly. Selfie abuse. But Clyde, you should touch your crockery and get in here.
Wow, that's just amazing. I got to tell you, seriously. I got to tell you, Marky, I'm really proud of you. You've got that Submariner, the gold sub, is just amazing. Your children will fight over that. Don't worry about that.
Do you know the irony of it? The irony of it is,
What's that?
I owe it all to you, and you don't even own a Rolex anymore. But
I do own a Rolex.
A lady.
No.
Ladies
A
Rolex.
professional model.
Not a TGV Rolex.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A professional model.
You don't own a men's Rolex anymore, and yet you pointed me down the road of Rolex. And it turned out to be a good one because as times get tougher, Rolex gets stronger. It's very weird.
It is very weird. I could never have pictured this COVID nonsense coming on.
Nobody.
Honestly,
This is insane. It's so strange. It's insane and weird. But Rolex has become a hedge, against chaos. And therefore, as the economy has tanked, Rolex has climbed in value. It shouldn't. It's very odd. I don't claim to understand it, but this is what's happened.
I think it's because people are looking for new ways of investing their money, and more people are looking into watches as a whole. And Rolex are at the top of that tree, and people are going to just go for that if they can.
What about Pateks, but why wouldn't you buy Pateks?
It's just that
no one ever heard of it.
People aren't going to have 25 grand in a shoebox under their bed. They're more likely to have 10 grand, 8 to 10 grand, which they can buy a Rolex with, as opposed to 2.5, 3 times that to get a Patek.
You got to admit, Art. Go ahead, Mark.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, you got to admit.
I was just going to say it's very simple. Go.
They're a little boring. As nice as they are,
people can't pronounce it. People don't know how to say it. Hans Wilsdorf invented a word. He made that word up, Rolex, and he made it up in a way that it could come off of the tongue of any human being on Earth and still sound like Rolex, whereas nobody can really pronounce it.
Rolex, please!
Well, okay, almost everybody. Not Nana Kim, perhaps, but... Gentlemen, I must take my leave. Thank you for spending this time with me. I certainly appreciate you all, especially you, Pontiff.
No worries. We love you.
Thanks, Mark.
Okay?
See you
Cheers,
later.
Mark. Take care. Don't worry. Look, I think you'll bounce back from this, and you'll get rid of the Pateks and get a decent Rolex, and all will be well in the world again.
Yeah, all is not lost. Once things open up again, and you can move around.
Pay off this rent to buy carpet and curtains.
You still owe Scotty too.
Scotty. Don't remind me. Paul P. £2 for the good guys. Blue Shirt Buddha and Bear Clooney. And Jury Karaknok. 200.
Yuri Krynak.
Yuri Krynak. 5270p on the screen.
There you go.
Get that baby up.
Pull that baby up.
The screen. That is a 5270p. Let's get that baby up. Platinum perpetual calendar. Absolutely.
With the diamond in between the lugs.
It's the ultimate exit watch. You need nothing else. If you own this, winner, chicken dinner, microwaved and re-microwaved. There we go. Yuri Cracknock, 50. Please stop saying my name. No worries. Thank you. Look, I got to tell you, this is what watchmate. This is it. This is what it's about.
It's a nice watch.
This is it. Okay,
That
is it. That
is fantastic.
Yeah. Super chat.
It's amazing. GB $2. Have you made Loudmouth Tim a card? No. Loudmouth. I love Loudmouth Tim. Loudmouth is cool. Did you like Irix guy on yesterday?
Yeah, he was okay.
He's
Nice
okay.
guy.
He's all right.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
He's a nice, chirpy guy.
He is a nice guy. He's a bit sad. This corona thing has affected him, you know. Yeah, it's very because he used to do the cruises.
Right. That is a stunning paddock, though. I have to admit, it is
I
really,
think
especially
in
the
any
salmon
gathering,
dial.
in any gathering, anyone else will just tuck their watch into their cuff after seeing that.
It's just superb. The watch is, it is absolutely superb. I mean, that's what it is all about.
So how much is one of them?
That's a very good question. A lot. A
Must be
lot of
6 figures
money.
at least.
A lot
At
of money.
least.
See, the thing is this. Okay, let's go on to Chrono. I'll get on to Chrono
Well,
24.
it's a paddock. You know, it's like yours, Archie, except this one people want.
There's multiple complications.
Exactly. I mean, it's a perpetual calendar. This is big bucks. Big
Moon
bucks,
phase,
big
chrono.
boy. You know, this is where it really is. This is where it is at, you know. This is just it's expensive. This is looking over $150,000 mark. Let's have a look here on the
Yeah, I
Chrono.
thought it'd be 6 figures. Ooh,
Yeah,
look at that.
I mean,
Super chats.
you know, let's have a look. Okay, sorry. Super chats. Vostok Country Club, $2. Loudmouth Tim can be a fire or tuck for the Cardinals. And Two Smoke, Two Stroke, $10. Two-Tone Bluesy for an 18-year-old thoughts.
Depends who
I think
his
it's too young.
parents
Look, I
are.
gotta be honest with you. Look, I think if you're 18 and you can afford that, there's so many things you got to establish. You look like your parents have money, you haven't actually worked for it. I think it's much more respectful to do your time with a Milgauss. There's a lot of great watches there, an Explorer 1.
Super chat.
And you've got to remember this. Let me tell you this, Two Stroke, Two Smoke. The ranch is on. Hello? Hello?
Is he on?
I don't think he is. We'll just take him on. Hello? Okay, here we go. The Londoner, £2. Gents, odds on Rolex going the way of Panerai. That's a very good question. I don't think it will. I don't think it will, because Panerai stuffed it up by having too many limited editions, pushing it too far. Whereas Rolex, I got to be honest with you, man. That was an interesting question. For an 18-year-old, I think it's much better off to have a no-date Steel Sports, a Milgauss, an Explorer 1, and Air King. Very under the radar. You could say, look, an 18-year-old kid, he should be doing. Let me tell you this, okay? I don't want to explain this to you. Okay, you get so many pops in your life. Okay, it's the law of diminishing returns. Now, as an 18-year-old with a two-tone, you just look like a spoilt little shit. Okay? I'm sorry, you look like a spoilt shit. I used to think you could buy whatever you want. Well, that's true to some extent. You got to use your own money. If you've, how can an 18-year-old do that without family help? Okay, and I got to be honest with you. I never had much assistance. Okay, never had much assistance at all. And I got to be honest with you. It's a bit shitty to kind of I think it's bad climate as well. At the moment, people have no jobs and things are very tough. It's not really a good look. Okay. Honestly, I think you have one steel Rolex and go and feek as many winches as you can. That's what you got to do. When you're 18, 19, 20, you want to have fun with girls, okay? Spend it on some travel. That's what you want to do. Okay, I know it's a bit faked at the moment, but that's what you want to do at that age. You want to have some fun, okay? Otherwise, you get to my age and you realize you haven't lived. And that's the problem. That's what my problem is. I didn't play the game when I was supposed to. Okay? That's the problem, guys. That's it. And now, look at me now. 3 times married. The only saving grace I've got to get rid of my rent to buy carpet is to find someone with a bit of money.
There you go.
Well, but I was working in Saudi Arabia once, and there was this kid who's from a very wealthy family, and he had a Rolex GMT on, but he was one of the most humble guys you could meet. Polite, respectful, not up his own ass. Drove a BMW 6 Series, but he
Super
was
chat.
very, very down to earth.
Bostock Country Club, $2. 18-year-old needs Seiko and Punami.
Yeah.
Look, I got to tell you too. There's 2 things in this is a great saying. There's 2 great injustices in this world. The first is not getting what you want, and the second is getting everything you want. You think about that. And the latter is far worse. If you get everything you want, there's no struggle. I've had paid reviews I've done for some guys, like he's 18 or 19. He's got everything. What struggle or fun? Like, I look at my collection, there is some massive heartache that went into my watches. I loved every one. I'll just do some super chats here. Super chats. Tim Wright, $2. Arch, what's the best uni graduation watch to buy for your son? I tell you honestly, I think the best depends how much you want to spend. I'm not a big fan of putting too much money into something. I would say absolute max. Look, it depends on your budget. I personally think I'd buy like a nice Tissot or an Oris. Okay? So that's about $1,000. Okay? If you really wanted to go crazy, I think a Tudor Black Bay would be the absolute top. I don't think it's good to give very expensive gifts to people because they don't appreciate it. They don't appreciate. I'm sorry, okay? I've seen people who got this. I would love to have received shit myself. Now, it's like this. So let me tell you. I really wanted to get a 5196 desperately, but then I got a way to get it myself, and you know what? It's better to have paid for it myself. Okay? I don't think it's good to give expensive gifts. I'm sorry. Okay?
You got James Con 11.
James Khan 11, $5. Why not get 5296 sextadial and ditch boring Pateks for Rolex? Might get more muff and dong. Look, I got to tell you the truth there. I honestly feel watches and cars don't impress ladies. Okay, they don't care. All they care about is what you can do for them. They're the greediest, nastiest things on earth. You got to buy. Look. 5296 Sectadial is a beautiful watch. Beautiful. It's not that easy. You got to understand, these watches are not so easy to slide in or out of. These type of things, they're difficult, okay? They're very hard to get. You just can't easily just get whatever you want. You've got to
Mr.
be
C.
Mr. C, $2. I'll take get the everything one, please. Get everything. Look, the problem of getting everything you want in life, I've actually met some really rich people. They start to expect it, like out of their kids. I know this guy who's a doctor. They expect their kids to get certain grades. Well, they have very, very high expectations. This guy had a Mercedes S500. He bought it brand new, and then the engine seized. It was under warranty. Now Mercedes said they would repair it, like they would put a new motor in. He said, no, I want a brand new one. He demanded it, and they said basically get stuffed. And he couldn't handle it. Sometimes these people who get everything their own way, when things don't go their own way, they can't handle it. I gotta be honest with you, I've done many things in my life. I tell you, the biggest thing I've ever done, the hardest thing, I used to be a very proud man. You know, It's proud. It's sort of, how do I put it? It's sort of like, what is pride? Pride is a very, you're very kind. Two stroke, two smoke. $10. 40-year-old C-grade lawyer. What's a good watch for him? Very good question. You know what I reckon a great watch for a C-grade, 40-year-old C-grade lawyer? I reckon Datejust, 41, white gold bezel, blue dial. Datejust is just schmicko. It's don't go sports, don't go trendy, don't do that. But I reckon a Datejust 41,
fluted bezel, Jubilee
fluted
bracelet,
bezel, or even a smooth bezel, doesn't really matter. Just a steel Datejust. Don't make it two-tone. Steel Datejust. Preferably the 41. I think that's what I would go for. But I got to tell you, seriously, in life, like I've always wanted so many things. I wanted a German, a Mercedes or a BMW. I wanted certain things, right? And I got to tell you,
Super
here
chat.
we go. The Londoner, £2. Best watch for an 87-year-old Asian female. I got to tell you, Rolex Ladies President, 69178.
Super
with
chat.
diamond dial. Kermit the Frog, $2. By the time he is 40, that bluesy will cost $30,000. But you don't understand. An 18-year-old, what he should do is get a decent watch. He should have a decent car. Like, I don't mean a ridiculous car. I mean a reasonable car. And he should have fun with girls. Because it only
don't worry about
so
a watch
long.
at 18. Yeah, I agree.
It's like Warren Buffett said. It's like saving sex for later on. It's a real dumb idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
And I got to tell you, at 18, you're a bit of a show off if you have a two-tone. It's not your. You got to understand, in life, it looks very poor if you just were given these things. There's no art in that. If you've actually worked hard, like Blue Shirt Buddha, you've worked very hard in your life. You've got divorced. He's got remarried. He had to re-establish himself. His watches, he's very proud of. You're proud of your watches, aren't you?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's the way I feel with my watches too, is that I've had to work damn hard, and they weren't just given to me. It's like this. I really love cars. I love cars, okay? But I've sacrificed not having a beautiful car to put money into my watch hobby. And you've done the same, Blue Shirt, haven't you?
True. I have. But you've gone even further. You have no curtains.
Well, I'm buying some at the moment, okay? The rent to buy arrangement. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Oh, good luck with that.
Look, but you know what I mean. You've sacrificed a lot to buy yours. Look, if it was easy, just buy this, buy that. Man, is that actually gonna make? I tell you what, I'm really happy. Sometimes in life, if you were given everything you wanted, right? Like what would you want? You'd want a Corvette. You'd want a bigger home.
Sure.
You'd want more watches.
Absolutely.
You just turn into a douchebag.
Yeah, more than likely.
You know what I mean? It's when it's a struggle. Life hasn't always been easy. It's been a bit of a bitch. But you didn't give up. You didn't give up and have a cry. You said, right, let's work on this. What do I got to do to come out successful? You've tried your best.
That's all you can do.
And that's where I think it is. I think sometimes people who get given a lot of money, like I've met these people, they don't, and I know kids who've got watches, they don't really, if you've had to earn the money yourself, it feels different. If it's really hurt money, you feel different about it. You think, ooh. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like
totally
an expensive pen. Normally, if you've got an expensive pen, you never lose it. You always make sure, did he give me my pen back? You never just frit around with it. You're always so careful. And that's the whole thing. If it really hurt you, you are careful with this stuff. And that's what you got to remember. You've got to remember sometimes in life there are many things that are unfair in life, okay? Many things are unfair. But maybe getting everything you want on a plate isn't really the answer. I got a lot more respect for a collector who's bought one. Look, I tell you what now, man. Seriously, no bullshit. I think to get one Rolex now is pretty damn hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
It's pretty hard now.
Yep.
It's difficult, okay? They are not easy to get. To get one Rolex, what's a decent like okay? When I say decent, I mean okay. We're not talking like you can buy a Rolex Oyster Date. You know, you can. That's cheap, but no, that's not cheap. It's still a couple thousand. But I mean, okay, what's a decent? You know, like a sub no date or an Explorer 1 or Explorer 2.
Super chat.
10,000 Aussie dollars. Okay, GB, $5. I'm getting mad. I'm working hard and can't buy because everything is out of stock. It's just discouraging. Well, GB, grey market. Grey market. It's a supply and demand thing. You've got to pay more. It's the economics of it. But you tell me, blue shirt. I tell you honestly. Look, let's just have a look at this. This is an interesting thing here. I got to tell you, I think the most beautiful watch in the world, seriously, is actually this 5270p. That is absolutely stunning, right?
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Patek fan, but that's a gorgeous watch.
That is amazing. Now, the other thing is, if we went to a cheaper one, you say, well, platinum is ridiculous. What's the cheapest metal one? The cheapest metal? Super Chat. Here we go. And we've got 2-stroke, 2-smoke. 2-smoke, 2-stroke, $5. Great talk. Know someone with a deep sea and a new Audi TT just out of high school. Lots of women lining up. Hard to say.
Okay.
Hard to say.
I gotta go, Arch. I'll see you later.
Okay, see you later, man. Bus Stop Country Club, $2. Best non-Rolex under 10,000 to wear to a Rolex AD. Who cares? Tudor.
Omega? Some Omegas look quite nice.
I think that'd be... Yeah, I don't think it really matters. Why does it matter? They're not going to think any differently of you. Why does that... Who cares what anyone... I got to tell you, this watch here... Okay, so if we made it cheaper, we go for a 5270. We could go to a white gold one, right?
Yep.
$100,000. Okay, we could go cheaper than that. 100,000. You know what we could do? 100,000 US dollars. 100,000. 5970. Let's see what a 5970 goes for. See, these are actually going for more. That's the previous models to that. Look at this. They're 127,000. The only one that's cheaper, we could go for a 3970, 36 mil. Yep. You could get one of those. You could get one of these for about... Okay, there we go. There's one in Germany. $80,000. Still a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, it's probably worth best part of many people's houses, that money. Significant portion of their house.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is indeed. It's,
and that's the crazy thing. Where Austin Daniels pointed out that these watches are worth more than houses. Absolutely mad. I mean, it's been like that for many years, but nowadays people are thinking about different ways to make money or to use their money or invest and things like that. And watches are definitely seen as the way forward, especially Rolex.
Yeah. Tell me, what do you think of? You come from a pretty privileged background. I can tell from your.
That's just where I went to school. I've never really been privileged.
What do you think of kids who get given big chums of money?
You see, like I said, there some who've got the good work ethic, the good family values, and those kind of people, if they value it and cherish it as opposed to show it off or bash it about, then I think that's something that's quite praiseworthy.
But it can be quite tacky, let's be completely honest there. Okay, someone who gets given beautiful things there. I find a lot of these people tend to be very superficial,
A lot of them can be, yeah.
and they often, it doesn't help them out. They often headed for big falls in life which they can't handle. And
It can
I
be.
got to
It
tell you,
can be.
what I think is a great paddock, if you really want a crazy paddock, I think the 5960 is a great way to go. That's probably a beautiful look. So what can you get one of those for? 40,000 US. Look at that, 40,000 US. I reckon that's probably.
That's good money.
I reckon that's a
That's good
beautiful.
buying.
I reckon that it's a gorgeous paddock. That's steel. Um, Annual calendar. It's not a perpetual calendar. It's a chronograph. Gorgeous
Yeah,
watch. Absolutely
yeah.
gorgeous
Those are
watch.
nice.
Yeah, they're very cool. They're a very cool watch. Those.
So is that considered sports?
Yeah, because it's steel. They did them in steel as well, and it's
Are they
kind of
robust
very.
like steel is meant to be considered robust?
Uh, it's 40 mils. It's kind of just the style. It's more of a young person's watch than a. It's kind of it's Patek trying to do young and hip. It is what it
Hmm.
is. It's whatever you make of it. I mean,
It's quite
hey,
legible actually. It looks decent.
yeah, it's quite a. But
Practical watch.
I gotta tell you, man, I think sometimes the worst thing that can happen is you get given a lot of stuff. People who get given take things for granted, don't appreciate things, and it's like these very wealthy children. You see, like the Gettys, okay? So they had privilege in class. The eldest one turned out to be a drug addict. A lot of drug addicts, they could just. I mean, what sort of life is that? You want to have struggles, otherwise life is kind of that's life. 250 Filipino peso. Best place to sell a Rolex date just online. Look, I think you got to be
Ooh, I don't
careful.
know.
Which look,
Yeah.
I think honestly, seriously, um, look, I wouldn't be selling any. Personally, I wouldn't sell any watch on eBay. I think eBay is geared towards the buyer, not the seller.
Yeah, it is.
I
Very
I
true.
would I would be best place to sell online. Look, you got to be careful, man. You got to be very careful. That's what I would say. It's not so easy. This is not easy. If you are uninitiated, there's many traps out there. Okay, guys, let's wrap this baby up. Thank you for coming on, and we will see you tomorrow. See you later.
Not everyone.